Hi, today I will talk about the most important activity in our life, sleeping. Most of the time, college students do not pay much attention to the quality of their sleep and the consequences of poor hours of sleep. Sleeping is essential for our mind and body in order to function and focus properly throughout the day. Therefore, it is important to know the functions of sleeping, what effect does not sleeping have on college students, and professional advice to improve our sleep. Many people do not know how sleeping works. The activity of proper sleeping prevents the change of mood, delays in reaction, and trouble paying attention. This is done because sleeping influences how nerve cells function and communicate to other parts of our body. Sleep properly increases the function of the heart, lungs, brain, immune system, and metabolic rate. Therefore, there are three stages of sleeping. In stage one, it becomes wakefulness to sleep. This is when muscles, brain, eyes start to relax. Then comes the second stage. This is when you enter deep sleep, where muscles, eyes, brain, body temperature begins to drop into a further more relaxing mode. And finally, it becomes to the third stage. This is the stage that we enter into a complete deep sleep for a long period of time. Well, not that long. And the whole body becomes heavier to awake, as well as the brain, heart rate, and muscles. According to the National Institute of Neurological Disorders, two internal biological mechanisms, circadian rhythm and homeostasis, work together to regulate when you are awake and sleep. These two functions of sleep play different roles. The circadian rhythm is responsible for waking the body and works as a personal alarm to wake up. This happens when the hours of sleep are enough for the brain and body. However, homeostasis is responsible for the time the body needs to sleep, and it is the one who reminds the body and brain of how much time they need to sleep. For the majority of college students, sleeping has not become a priority, and we often push away the fact that it is an important fact of our lives. There are many consequences of not having a quality hour of sleep, which has a negative effect in our education. The average student sleeps between 3 to 6 hours per night, meaning that the fact that our bodies and mind have not enough sleep impacts our health, mood change, GPA, and safety, such as driving and walking. What college students don't realize is that sleep is important since it influences our mood, restores our energy, and helps us think more clearly. According to Georgia State University, sleep isn't just a passive activity and something to fill the time when we are inactive, but rather is an activity and dynamic process vital for normal motor and cognitive function. Therefore, sleeping should be a priority for college students. Although sometimes it is difficult to keep with good hours of sleep because of homework, school activities, assignments, extracurricular activities, jobs some of us work, organization and time management are the key to balance sleep and college. In addition, the lack of sleep can cause several health issues that may be risky, which can impact our immune system, which makes it difficult to fight against disease, especially in these times. Then can cause obesity because there is an increase in our hormones, which makes us want to eat high calorie food and can experience symptoms of depression. According to the National Alliance of Mental Illness, about 44% of students experience symptoms of depression. Also, 80% feel overwhelmed by academic responsibilities, and 50% have the struggle with anxiety. These mental health issues can hurt our ability to sleep well. Poor sleeping also increases our risk of mood problems. This can lead to the consequence of low grades and not turning in our work, meaning that sleep is the main factor of our body and brain to properly function. Many studies have shown that it is difficult for a college student to gain enough sleep hours through the night because of homework, projects, and assignments, as I already mentioned, and can be overwhelmed and stressful. However, the effects of poor sleeping causes much more problems in general for a college student or students in general. The lack of fulfillment of sleep outweigh the benefits of a few more hours of sleep of studying. Experts recommend a college student to have enough sleep to perform better in school and to improve in every single way. There are a few advice that they give to college students in order to gain a good quality of sleep. Experts recommend taking proper naps throughout the day, but limited. As Dr. Anissa Das, MD Assistant Director of Ohio State Sleep Disorder Center, recommends taking only one nap in the day before 4 p.m. and no longer than 20 to 30-minute nap in order to avoid that groggy feeling after a long nap. To restore the energy throughout the day, taking a short nap is an option and will help stay focused on school. Other expert advice is to avoid caffeine. As college students, we tend to drink a high amount of caffeine because it gives us energy to stay awake. However, because of caffeine, our brain will not fully rest when sleeping. Shut all electronics before bed. Do not fall asleep with the TV since the voices will not let the mind completely rest. Set a sleep schedule and perform exercise, meditation, and consider taking sleep medications and supplements. This is what experts recommend a college student to adopt in their life. Overall, sleeping is important for the well function of the brain and body because it helps to stay focused and have a high performance throughout the day. Therefore, it is essential to know the function of sleep, the negative effect of poor sleeping hours, and what studies and experts recommend for the improvement of our quality time of sleep for our health and for college students to be successful in their education. The role of sleeping has to be a priority for college students because it will help to improve in many areas of study, performance, and health.